This is Leicester Till I Die TV. Watch and subscribe on YouTube and listen on your podcast platform.
Oh, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV
For all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels.
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
Back of the net.
It didn't happen in 49, 61, 63 or 69 when they reached the final. But the class of 2021 have delivered. Leicester City are FA Cup winners at last and are history makers at Wembley.
A modern day football miracle. They have blown their rivals away. They have blown us all away in truth. Premier League champions 2016, the amazing Leicester City.
Leicester Till I Die TV. Your first choice for everything Leicester City. Tune in and join in now.
And now, here's your host.
Right, Chris.
Bloody, have you ever known a boxing match to actually start on bloody time? Have you ever known a boxing match to actually start bloody early? There's only one way we could introduce this, isn't there?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. 60 minutes of football fun and banter with Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV. Are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watch Along show. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hey, now come on. You think I throw this show together, don't you? Deontay Wilder is walking or doing his ringside walk now, and I've got a couple of heavyweights with me this evening. See what I did there? In the blue corner, maybe more the claret and blue corner, it's Deontay Wilder himself. Dan, good evening, sir. How the devil are you?
I'm good. I'd just like to know how we've gone back in time to know that Tyson Fury is facing Deontay Wilder for a fourth match. I'm guessing you meant Dillian Whyte, Chris.
I did. And I've just, because I was just searching for something, and I typed Tyson in to my stream as well. Oh, God, you remember Tyson. Anyway, in the red corner, weighing in as much as an elephant, it is our answer to Tyson Fury. It's the Tyson Fury that confuses me. It's Anthony. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Chris. You big dosser. How are you?
Hang on, let me just mute you for that. Anyway, Dan, you and me going to do this tonight.
Yeah, why not?
Why
not?
Go on.
Weighing in at a keg of scrumpy is Anthony Herbert. There he is.
What can I say? Oh, yeah, that shouldn't be allowed.
I didn't realise I could see two horses on one camera.
Yeah.
Hey. We've had to rush into this one a little bit because they went in early, to be honest with you. But then again, maybe the way this ring walks, I think he's taking a full walk around Wembley. Dan,
Tyson coming out now on man.
Yeah, they're just about to start that one, to be honest with you. My other one was free. They just showed me nice pictures of Tyson on the big screens. Dan,
yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah.
I've got American Pie. Anyway, I'm getting confused. Anyway, Dan, where can people find you? Well, on here mostly, of course.
Oh, they surely can, but they can find me at Turf Morehouse TV. And if you type in Turf Morehouse on other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, you know it, I'll be there. Just search Turf Morehouse and show us some love and support, as always.
He's a social media whore, I'll tell you that. Anthony, I mean, you're an Arsenal fan, so we can probably find you in the toilet most weekends. But where can people find you on social media?
Yeah, they can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at my name, Anthony Herbert. They can also find me on LTIDtv, Football United TV, and also on the Dugout Daily as well.
You know, between you're just a couple of pair of social media streetwalkers. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And I should just say where you can find me, of course, Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube. Please give us a like, share the video if you can, and remember to subscribe. Oh, look how just handily positioned that is to cover the Arsenal fan. and then poof, if by magic he appears. We won't be doing this, to be honest with you, on Spotify or anything like that, simply because it's not going to work on a recorded. Fourth match, is it the fourth or third? Let's have a look, shall we? Because they played each other quite a few times.
No, these guys haven't. Deontay Wilder, they did. He faced him 3 times, but this is the first professional bout between the two, I think.
Let me have a look, because what have I got here?
I know they both came up against each other. They both came up through the youth ranks pretty much at the same time.
Oh no, these are last matches. Yeah, matches. So 3 wins and a draw for Tyson Fury, and for Dillian Whyte, 4 wins and a loss. Come to you first, Anthony. Who do you think is going to get it tonight?
To be honest with you, I think Tyson Fury is going to win tonight. You know, his hands down. I was thinking
that'll be something, won't it? That's a bet and a half. Tyson Fury to win with his hands down.
I was thinking it maybe, just maybe, over maybe in the 9th round.
Wow. Dan, are you a Fury fan?
I am a massive Fury fan. I got offered a ticket for the event today, but I couldn't do it. As I say, it cost effective, extremely cost effective. But I've got money on it. I've got Tyson Fury to win by either knockout or total knockout from any round from the 8th to the 12th, and both fighters to be knocked down at least once.
Right. Any children looking, do not bet. You must ask your parents how to do that. I mean, I don't know about you, but I never used to like Tyson Fury. You know, when he first came onto the scene, I thought, what a plonker. Not that I'd say that to his face, of course. I mean, I should just make that clear. But he's gone through a bad patch, as sort of a lot of people have. And he's kind of grown on me. How do you take to Tyson Fury, Anthony?
Well, I've always liked him. I mean, he went back, going back a while ago. He went through all that trouble, didn't he? Obviously, with alcohol and drugs, and he was in the press and all this and that. And he just went through a bad stage of mental health, which people don't really look at. You know, I mean, we can look at somebody thinking they're absolutely perfect and they've got some mental health problems, like, you know, we don't know. But, you know, he's got for it, you know, he's got through it. He's actually did a show on it, which was actually on ITV, and he got back into the boxing and to the gym, which he's obviously he's done the world of him. Well, he's done the world of good for him, and he's been fantastic. This fight tonight is going to be a good fight, but I don't know if you want to talk about the other fight that should have been happening between him and Anthony Joshua, the fight that's never going to be. I think that's down to his manager, AJ's manager, that Eddie, and I don't think he wants Tyson to demolish him in the ring, to be honest with you. But that's my own opinion. But it's a shame that fight's never going to take place.
You think is it Joshua that's running?
Yeah.
Yeah. Richard Cox, by the way, just want to say good afternoon. I'm just hoping, to be totally honest with you, for those of you that saw me suffer for 90 minutes trying to do a watch along on my own on the most boring game of the season, I just hope we're going to see some fight tonight, because there was no bloody fight in Leicester and Aston Villa earlier. That was got to be the longest 90 minutes of my life. You're obviously a big fan of Fury, and do you think Joshua Fury will ever happen?
No.
Dan, sorry.
No, I don't think it will. I hope that, Tyson's come out prior to this fight and said this could be his last one. Potentially it's his last one. Even in interviews, he said that, he's pretty much dedicated his career to getting his head punched in. He's got to start thinking about, his wife and his kids. And the fact that there's a potential 7th baby on the way. It's going to be interesting. I don't want Tyson to become one of these boxers that, a bit like Ricky Hatton, coming out of retirement at 40-odd-year-old and thinking they can still make a heyday in these stupid exhibition boxing matches, because they mean nothing. And Tyson's already said it sort of would backtrack on his word, because he said he's a man of the people, that he's got more money than he could ever play with, to be honest with you. As Anthony said, he's had his demons, he's come back, and sometimes you don't get given a second chance, as we've seen with certain footballers in life. But he's come back from a very dark place with his mental health, and if anything, he's not just a boxer or a British heavyweight, he's also an inspiration to many people around the world.
Yeah. Luca, good evening, how are you? He's going 12th round, but he's not said who. He's covering his bets there, so I think we're all going for Tyson tonight then.
Just a bit
Okay, I'm just gonna write these down. So Tyson and Tyson. Points or knockout, Anthony? If it's a knockout, which round?
I'm gonna go 9th round.
So you're going to go in the 9th round. And you did say earlier, Dan, because it was on your bet, but which?
I'm going to go one more than Anthony. I'm going to say 10th. I think Dillian Whyte will start going in all guns blazing.
Yeah.
But we've seen in many boxing matches, Tyson grows into the boxing match. He sort of steadies himself, looks at the way you're boxing, and then he adapts. He adapts to the opposition, and I think eventually Dillian Whyte will be tired by the 10th round.
Well, I'm actually going to disagree with both of you. I'm going to go for Tyson, but I think he could go all the way and be a points decision.
Ooh,
I do. Ryan, hello. How the devil are you? Kate showing off her boxing knowledge because she has to put up with Dan all the time. The fight between Tyson and AJ is one that a lot of people want to watch. I think AJ would chicken, to be honest. I think despite Tyson saying this will be his last fight, he would still fight AJ. I think he would. Yeah, I think he would definitely go for the fight if it came up. Like you say, I hate to see these boxers sort of getting in the ring. I don't know about you, Anthony. When they've retired sort of 2-3 times and then they still come back because it's money. That doesn't say much for sort of the current boxers, does it?
No, it doesn't. No, I mean we've seen it all. One of them sticks out from mine was actually when David Haye, when he done it.
Yeah.
And it didn't go too well for him. Coming back into the ring, because he said he was more switched on. He felt more physical, and he can maneuver around the ring better than what he used to do. That was total rubbish. I know, going obviously talking about David Haye, I know he hates Tyson Fury with a passion, and he's hoping he's going to lose tonight. David Haye. I've actually I saw his interview, and he just didn't get on with Tyson Fury at all. But I don't know why. They've had their differences in the past. I think it was because they fought one another going back. I think it was around about 2000 and maybe 2012, maybe something like that, 13. And obviously, I think, obviously Tyson Fury, obviously he did beat them. And it is just argument, it's just words all the time, even from today, they're still running each other down, but more so David Hayes' behalf, more so than Tyson's, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, it's all show, isn't it, really? But I thought what we could do as we go through the rounds is actually we could, do you want to score the rounds as we go through?
Can do.
Can do.
Bit of fun?
Yeah.
They're doing the announcement now. I'm just seeing if I can get a widget up. I mean, I was never impressed with David Hay. He was a bit of a gas bag, wasn't he, Dan?
Yeah, he was. He could talk the talk, but he couldn't walk the walk. And it's even then he'd still try to blame it on his dodgy ankles. The guy was just at the time probably not seen as much, but a bit like Anthony Joshua. He was just a cash cow. As Anthony said, Eddie Earn's the one that's held Anthony Joshua back because he doesn't want to see him pummel to the canvas, which has already been seen by a fat Mexican. So,
yeah,
it just goes to show that sometimes you can be the physical peak of your life. All it takes is some beer and pizza monster to turn up in a fit of rage, and that's it. You're done for.
Yeah.
I mean, does anybody remember Butterbean?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember Butterbean. Do you know why I remember Butterbean? Because when I worked at Silent Night,
it
was my fucking nickname at Silent Night. 2 or 3 people used to call me Butterbean.
I can see why.
Sorry, big guy, bald head.
Bald head, big guy. His American shorts on in that. Yeah, I can remember Butterbean. Yeah.
Oh God, I love it. I absolutely love that's going to stick, Dan. Dan Butterbean, man.
Yeah.
Oh well, I've got the old trouble here that I am absolutely just freezing all the time.
But eating on then, you tart bugger. Just because you live down south doesn't mean you have to act like a southerner.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'm not cold. I live down south. I'm not cold.
That's because you've got your Arsenal jacket on.
Oh, it's the vibes this morning. Hey, I was in a pub watching this with my brother, this game, and he's a Man United fan. And I tell you what, I think it was just me and him were the loudest two in the pub, constantly shouting at the screen, him more so than me, right? So it's every
surprise.
I won't say what he was shouting, but oh God, he was off on one. He definitely was. He was just irate, and he thought it should have been a penalty when Cedric went down in the box and he accidentally touched the ball with his hand, and it wasn't done on purpose. It was accidental, but he wasn't having any of it. So, but then again, I was just on the phone to him just before I come on here, and I thought, right, I said to him, Rich, I got to give you a bit of stick. This will be the last stick of the tonight. So I'm watching the Tyson Fury game, the fight, and I said I should ring you up tomorrow morning, and we'll start all of the stick tomorrow morning as well till the end of the season. So that's how me and my brother roll, unfortunately.
Oh. How did we get on to talking about Arsenal?
To be fair, I'll never forget.
The viewing figures have just dropped.
I just had to throw it in there, Chris. Actually, you had bloody hell. You've gone since I've been talking about Arsenal. You've had 6 more likes, and there's 4 more.
No, I haven't. I had 15 watching a minute ago. It's down to 3 now.
Oh,
and that's still more than Arsenal get in the stadium.
To be fair, Anthony, if you thought you were loudest at pub, the best thing I did was I was in the print works once, and I was watching scores come in on a big screen in one of the boozers down there. And I've gone for a piss. I've come back, and it said, "But like, there's a goal at Turf Moor." Yes, get in! I was the only person on my own going, "Get in!" Next minute, the goal's been disallowed due to VAR. The whole pub turned to me like,
I thought you were going to say that the other side had scored it.
Yeah.
Right, are you guys? And they're in the ring. They're stripped off. They're bouncing.
Yeah, I'm a couple of seconds in.
Few jabs in by Fury.
Yeah, I've got some
White's
jabs in
White's
now.
blocking at the minute. He's yeah.
Meningitis. Hepatitis B.
That's an amazing tattoo that White's got, isn't it?
Oh, on his arm, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's all over his back. It's like off his body, isn't it? Don't we all miss Frank Bruno, eh? He was another one.
Frank Bruno, yeah. Do you know
what?
He
was another one that, like, for God's sake, just win it and then get out of the ring. You know?
Yeah. We was in a pub once, and it was Frank Bruno versus Mike Tyson, and the landlord of the bar, he said, right, I'm going to put it on now and all this and that. I said, yeah, that's fine. I thought, right, I need to go to the toilet. So I went to the toilet, went out a piss, came back. The fight was finished. It was gone. It lasted 3 seconds. I said, I said, it's over. I said, bloody hell. I said, I only went for a piss. It was true.
They're kind of just sort of feeling each other out at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, trying to get a feel for each other's game at the moment, game plan. But the thing I've got with Fury in these past couple of games, past couple of matches, sorry, is yeah, so hard to switch from football to fighting. But what I mean is that he's tried to adopt a new style in terms of wanting to go for the knockout, where he's never usually been that sort of boxer. He's always sort of brought them down to his level or tired them out. But I don't know. Surely he's going to have some sort of game plan. You'd expect him to.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? I mean, there's a lot. I mean, all the belts are on the line tonight, isn't it? Brad, hello. Good evening. And yeah, it's first round, as Kate says there. Nothing gets past Kate.
Thought I'd try this tonight, Chris. Bought this earlier. I thought I'd give it a try. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Apple, but it's with tonic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had that with the apple because they used to do a Jack Daniel's cider, which was absolutely lovely. And then they stopped doing it. Nice. There wasn't the demand for it, and so they they stopped making it. So they suggested that, and I had a few, but
yeah, I've tried that one. I'm a bit partial to the old Jack Daniels.
He told me.
To be fair, I said to Kate earlier before I had a bit of an headache. I said, "Listen, I said I might have a drink tonight," and she said, "Yeah, well, why not? We'll have a drink together. Watch the fight." So I picked up this one can because it ran offer to like try. So I thought I'll try it. And I picked up a bottle of red wine, but that's going to wait it fridge for another day. I think.
You don't freeze red wine.
I'm not freezing it. It's in a fridge.
Cool it. Don't cool it. Red wine's at room temperature.
Yeah, I know. But
anyway, boxing. Boxing. Brad's going for round 6 to Tyson Fury.
A lot of people have said round 6.
Yeah, I think he can stay on. Well, I think he can stay on till like later on into the round. He's got a very hard punch on him, right? And he can get. I mean, look at now. He's getting really stuck in. He's look at his movement and his swinging. To me, it looks like Tyson Fury's put on a little bit of weight, and he's sort of like he's maneuvering around, but not as much as he was in his last fight.
I mean,
oh, he missed a big one then. Missed a big right hand then.
Yeah, he could throw a punch.
I mean, the tail of the tape, I think White is 18 stone 2 and Tyson is 18 stone 12.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he's lost quite a lot of weight for this fight, but...
And that makes me feel better because they're both heavier than me. Oh, White going for it.
He is going for
on the ropes. God, White.
I mean, obviously, because this being Tyson Fury's last match, I think he wants to go in there and get the job done and win the belt. Basically, that's what's on White's mind.
Yeah,
yeah. We've not
just
seen the
coming up to
usual stuff as well from Fury, have we? Where he's literally, down talking the opposition for a good couple of months prior to the fight. Sarking himself up, pissing off their team as well. Where now it's just a case of he sort of thought, right, now I'm going to stay off social media. I'm going to shy away from the cameras. I'm just going to go about my business.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he likes to psych him up, Fury, doesn't he? He likes the...
Dillian's got him against the ropes here.
Yeah.
In fact, we didn't score that first round, did we?
No, I thought we'll give up. I didn't even see the first round start and the second round end and the second round start. That one, I've got to be honest with you, I would give that one to Fury, to White.
No, I think Fury had that first round.
No, the second one.
Yeah. Oh, the second one's still on.
The second one's
just finished.
Was it? Bloody hell.
Am I ahead of you?
Chris is already, but I've still got 17 seconds on clock.
No,
the second one I'm on. We've just finished the second round because I don't know where the first round went. That's what I was going. I think I was freezing during the first round. White's in the red corner, and been attacked by Professor Green.
Second round just finished for me.
Nah, I've just. What about you, Anthony?
Yeah, second round's finished. They're going to start the third round in a few seconds.
Third round's about to start.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tyson's down. No, he's not. I'm joking. The scorecard's just come up.
I love that how he goes, they're going to start in a minute. Tyson's down. I thought, yeah, all right then.
The judges at the moment, the scorecard on BT is showing both rounds to Tyson. Oh, White again. He caught him.
Yeah.
So have you started on the third round then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about 40 seconds into it.
You're not wrong, Brad. You're not wrong.
You're 20 seconds. I'm only 20 seconds into the third round.
What time are you on in the third round?
They've only just started the third round for me.
I'm just about coming up to 2 minutes on the third round.
I've got 2.5 minutes left.
I've got 2 minutes left now. 1:57.
I'm at 2:43, 42, 41.
Kate is showing her knowledge of boxing and coming in with the fashion advice. But no, you're quite right, Kate. You're quite right. Of course, it is St. George's Day. We like to celebrate that in England, don't we?
Yeah.
Fury's pants look like they're about to come down.
They do, don't they? Yeah.
Pulling back up.
Yeah, he's probably pulled them back up on yours. On mine, he's sort of like...
Well, he'd either been down to his ankles and back up on ours. I'm surprised. I must admit, I'm surprised Tyson got that second round. I thought White was doing some real...
I thought I would have given the second round to White. I think he may have just said first round was definitely Tyson Fury, the first round.
I'll go with you on that because I said I didn't see it, but the second round I thought was White, like you said, Anthony.
Yeah.
It's hotting up a little bit now, isn't it?
Yeah. Trouble is though, you've got two tall guys that's in the ring, roughly round about not like 18 stone, whatever it is, roughly the same weight, and they're just playing off of one another at the minute. You know, I think when Tyson Fury, when he's putting in the punch, but he's sort of like he's shoving White away with from the punch. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's just trying to shove him away as well.
Yeah.
Like he puts the punch him and then he pushes him. Like, you know.
He keeps getting him on the ropes.
Yeah.
Is Kate a bit of a boxing aficionado here? She's saying all the right things.
She does she likes watching it when it comes to like Tyson Fury and stuff.
Yeah. It's like, and it's the end of round 3. That was a tight one, that one.
I'm still 40 seconds left of it.
You may get knocked down in yours then. We didn't.
Well, I don't know. It's crashed. It's crashed completely where it's turned it off. Brilliant.
Bandabidozy.
Oh. You are? Typical.
You know what? White's impressed me, Anthony. I don't know about you.
I think you can't take anything away from White. You know, White's a good boxer as well. Is just as well as Tyson Fury. Fury just edges it for me. But I think with White, it's like what I said. He just wants. I think they're both playing each other off. I mean, I think Tyson Fury does it more because he wants your best, doesn't he, Tyson? He wants your best, so he sort of plays you. Hence the talking, the chatting, and that, and and whatever happens in the ring. So, and I think White is he's trying to give him his best, but I think out the two, to be honest with you, I think White at the minute, I mean, they've still got energy in them, but it feels like that Tyson's got more energy than White. White looks like he's getting a bit knackered now,
He's just been going for it in round 4. They're really going for each other.
Yeah.
Tyson's getting really. Oh, they're arguing.
Yeah,
they're having handbags at dawn. Yet Tyson's not happy about something. He's having a shout at him. I tell you what, at Wembley Arena, if you're sat right at the back, they're not going to look like bloody little pinpricks, aren't they?
They are. Yeah.
Tyson's getting talking to. And now White's getting a talking to. That referee. He's a brave man, those referees, aren't they? I won't get between them two. And they're back at it.
Getting them back in the neutral corners.
Yeah. Oh, Tyson. A couple of swings there.
Well, you've passed this, Chris, haven't you? This is what is. Referee still talking to him on mine.
Oh no, the back on mine. I think it's about the first time I've ever done a watch along where I'm actually in front of every. Oh, it is. White caught Tyson then, but Tyson stood up. Right. White's really going for it in this round.
I've got a black screen and a play button, and that's about it.
Don't shout, or everybody will want one. Yeah, this is. Oh, now I'm buffering. I'm going to catch you up now, Anthony. I'm buffering.
Oh yeah. Well, I got 2 minutes of this round left.
I'm totally buffering.
Yeah. I think when Dan gets his back up and on, I think he'd most probably be where I am. You catch up.
I've got to just bloody refresh them.
Yeah.
The site ahead contains harmful programs.
Right, Dan. Fury's won 9th round. All right, mate.
Yeah, cheers. Oh wow, technology. Can't live without it. Can't live with it.
Yeah.
Well, I've got 3 streams up here, and not one of them is working. How's it looking for you, Anthony?
Oh, he's good. He's good. If you actually look on when I messaged,
I'm back.
Yeah. I messaged you on Twitter. What one to use?
I've gone well back. Well,
they walk it down to the ring, are they?
No, I've gone right back to where they were getting talked to.
Oh, but yeah. So I've got 30 seconds left of the 4th round now. They're just hugging one another.
I've got a minute left in the 4th round.
Oh, right. I think you'll soon catch up with that. You might be able to. It might skip where Ricky was.
Let me know when boxing starts, guys. Jesus,
right. So,
if you just bear with me a sec,
I've got a couple of links. I'm just trying them all, but it's
you are using the same one as we are. Anthony. When you sent me that what you said in the link, it was the one I already use.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
trying to use it via the Xbox so I can get it on the TV so me and Kate can watch it. So it's.
Right, I sent it in the chat, Dan. If you want to have a look at that, that's what it's called.
Yes, but I might actually have to use that in a minute because I gave up on that after football stopped. So I'll have a look at that one in a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm on. That's what I'm watching it on.
Right. I'm going to use that in a second. I'll give this one last attempt, and if this one
Lewis,
don't
if you just look at the comment above what you're saying, we're not allowed to really say it, otherwise we'll get into trouble. But yeah, Lewis, let's look at what A Matter of Opinion has said, and that's what we're all using, which is the one that Anthony said anyway. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. What am I doing? Right, I'm in round 5.
Well, this is I'm in round 5, but I'm not. They haven't. Oh, they're just starting round 5 now.
Oh, I've caught you up and taken you over again.
I said you would.
I'm on 233. It's getting juicy now. Now that they've stopped sizing each other up. White is really he wants this over. Does White? He's really going for it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I haven't seen the points come up for a while. That would be interesting to see.
I think if you look
a bit close to the edge.
if you actually look at them both when they're in the ring moving around, you think White he's he's too heavy on his feet. I mean, you've got Fury. He's just sort of like, do you know what I mean? He's maneuvering around. He's this and that. With White, he's too heavy-footed on his feet, and that's what's taking it longer to get the punches in.
Oh, I've just started. Well, I'm at 238 on round 5.
Oh, hang on. I'm on 210, so I'm only what 20 seconds in front of you, Dan.
I'm on 137, isn't it?
I'm bang on 2 minutes now.
Yeah,
I don't want this to go to points. I don't want it to go to points.
Why?
No.
Because it could all change. I just think the more Dillian Whyte stays in this, and if he connects with a couple of jabs, he'll think he can get this on points.
Yeah.
And Fury will be pissed off at that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he got him with a body shot there. Fjorsten on White. White left hook, which completely just hit fresh air.
See, Dan, they see about this fight. This could be Tyson's last fight, but if it went down to points, and let's see if this fight was a draw.
Oh, Tyson! Sorry, I just saw that good punch that Dillian had a bit of jelly legs then, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. If it went down as a draw, do you think they'll go for another rematch or?
I think so. I think Dillian had won it because obviously it's the fact that all the titles were up for grabs, and he may even feel off his performance that he was deserving more on points.
Yeah,
Tyson's getting them little taps in, isn't he? A couple of love taps to his temple, but probably that's what's nicking it on the points. Just them little kisses with the end of the glove.
Well, yeah.
There's a low punch there from White. Be careful. That's the end of round 5.
Well, everyone's expecting it to become explosive in round 6, Chris. So it should be interesting.
Yes, indeed they will.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, this is what I would really, really like you to do, please. Yeah, give us a subscribe if you can. Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube. I'll tell you what, those body punches, but yeah, I think I'd lose all my ribs.
Yeah. You know what? You actually played that. You played that thing then, and I'm there. I'm drinking. I'm looking at the fight, and all I heard was, "Oh!"
Hey, I tell you what, there's only one person here with a woman in the room.
You know the funny thing is though, Chris, I said the same thing to Kate. I said every time he plays that video, it sounds like a goat bleating at first.
Oh, right, they've just put the scores. Sorry, Dan. They've just put the scores. Dan, wait a minute. Sorry, they've put the scores up, and it's every round has gone to a Fury. Oh no, they've just changed it. The second round went to White.
Yeah.
The first round was a draw. Oh, they're going through the different judges here. That's what they're doing. First judge has got everything going to Tyson. Now, do you know what it reminds me of?
I totally agree with what you just said.
It reminds me of your hot chip challenge. I'm coming. I'm coming. That was a classic still.
I totally agree with those first three rounds, what you said, Chris.
Sorry?
I totally agree with those first 3 rounds. You know, obviously, with Tyson winning the first round. Did you say the second one was a draw? It was the
first judge had given it 10-10.
Let me just jump in a minute quickly. It's come up because I'm on a different feed other than the actual Sky pay-per-view. It says that Fury at the end of the 5th round had landed 64 punches and thrown 199, where Dillian Whyte had only landed 27 and has thrown 162.
Wow. That's probably why Tyson's been getting most rounds then.
And then it crashed. I'll be back with you at the end of the fight. Oh, come on, you bugger.
They're starting to hold each other now.
Pardon me.
Oh, Fury. Yeah. Fury's coming on. I mean, he's obviously been doing well because he's getting the rounds, but he's coming on
taking
a
off,
lot
Chris?
stronger now. Sorry?
He said Tyson's coming on. I said, God, he's about time. Who's coming off?
We could have done with him this afternoon, I'll tell you.
Oh, now the feed that we're doing all right is now dropped. Typical.
Tyson he's taking control of this now, isn't he, Anthony?
Yeah, he is taking control of this now. Yeah,
yeah.
You can tell by the movements now. I think White's got. He's got.
White's down.
White's down.
White's down.
I've got
round 6. Round 6. He's getting up. Is he not going to make it? No. Is he going to let him box on? No, he's not. It's over. It's over. Oh, it's all over. A hug off Tyson for White. It's all over. Dan, what you call Brad? Dan, whatever you call Brad, you called it. Round 6.
Yeah, but everybody's like what Dan said. Everybody was saying round 6.
Yeah, well, it was.
It makes you think, doesn't it? Blimey.
That took him out. He stood up, did White, and the referee was, I think he got to about 8, the referee, and he stood up, and he is going to, I'm not sure what you mean there, Brad. But no, and then he stood up White, and he just he stumbled and went back onto the rings, and the referee just said over.
Yeah,
it's over. Has he got a twin, Brad? Daesh is going to. Yeah, you said you're going to box Fury, but on the previous one, that's the one that I'm putting up. I heard Sean Daesh is going to box Daesh. Right, come, you're getting out. Go on, you've had it. I'm winning. Oh, what have you been drinking? I'll have some of it, Brad. So all over in round 6, and it was, to be honest with you, I mean, obviously you're frozen. Sorry, Dan, but to be honest with you,
I've managed to. I've got it on the link that Anthony sent through.
Right. I mean, it was Anthony. It was Fury all the way, wasn't it?
It was Fury all the way. I know I said ninth. I knew it wasn't going to be anything higher than the ninth round. I did feel that Whyte most probably would have done more in this fight, to be honest with you. I thought he would have really been up for it, and knowing that it's Fury's last fight, but it unfortunately it wasn't for Whyte, But well done to Tyson Fury. He's the man, and he's going to retire. Well, he's undefeated.
Yeah, yeah. Kate says.
To be fair, I don't even think he deserved having a. He should have gone undefeated completely. Without the draw against Deontay Wilder, because he was the deserving winner in that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Brad. Maybe if you called this right, Brad, maybe you should stick to calling boxing matches and leave the football predictions alone.
Like he catches him with a perfect uppercut, doesn't he? And then just goes, "Sit down, Dosser."
Yeah. That's the thing. A fighter can be on top and just one punch, and it is. Kate says six rounds and we caught about half.
The thing is, though, I'll tell you something. He doesn't catch him flush with it. I mean, okay, he hits him, and you can expect it. Your gloves are going to get covered in sweat, and they're going to bounce off.
Yeah,
but
it makes you think. Even if this is his last match, I mean, he's beat Whyte in the 6th round. Halfway through the 6th round, so it makes you think he's got plenty in his locker to give into boxing. I mean, I know he goes on about the money side. He's earned so much money, he doesn't need it. But all right, I suppose in one way, he's thinking, right, I can retire now. I've got me money. I'm undefeated, and that's the best way to go out. But it's a shame, really, because he is what boxing should be like today. I mean, what he does in the ring is good, but also let's not forget what he does outside of the ring as well. So, it'd be nice to see a few more fights from him.
Do you know what gets me though, Anthony? You know what gets me, Anthony, is why have we got so many different bloody. At heavyweight, why haven't we just got one title? It's like having 6. It's like having a Premier League and an ECL, isn't it? I mean, we should just have one. Why have all these different? I know why they've done it, but it just spoils it for me. Yeah, he's got the linear. He's got the WBC one and the linear one, whatever the linear one is.
Yeah, there's so many belts and all that, and obviously you can understand with obviously with the certain weight that these boxers are and all that, So I mean,
still WBC and linear world boxing. Oh, it's ridiculous.
And I mean, all the belts that Anthony Joshua had, and he lost all those belts to the other.
I can understand the lineal one though, Chris, because that's for someone that's won all. He's won all the belts.
Yeah,
that it's sort of almost like when you get look at the Premier League now.
But he hasn't. He's only got 2, hasn't he? He's only got 2 of the belts.
Yeah.
So how can he? Why is the linear one the fact that he's won them all? Because he's only got 2 belts.
Well, the lineal belt, it makes you think how they call it, the lineal belt. It means to me that means it's most probably one of the best belts going.
Yeah.
So it's like I've won everything. This is the belt that I need. That's what it seems like to me. But I feel it's just a shame. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the fight and I enjoyed the stream tonight, but I didn't expect it to be over this quickly. I just thought it was going to be, I mean,
it says here in combat sports where champions are decided by a challenge. The lineal championship of a weight class is a world championship title held initially by an undisputed champion and subsequently by a fighter who defeats the reigning champion in a match at that weight class. It's just a joke, to be honest with you. Hasn't he got the Ring magazine one as well or something?
So basically, when Tyson was heavyweight champion, when he beat Klitschko, basically that's when he got the lineal because he's beaten the man with all the rest of the belts, pretty much.
Yeah.
But then he's obviously either lost them or given them up.
Well, he had to give him up at one point, didn't he? Because he got done for a reported doping scandal and stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he had to give it. That's why he did. Yeah, because he had to give them all up in that. So his unfortunately, that's what happened because he was stripped from his titles and all this. I think he went up to. I think he went up to 26 stone. Tyson Fury was on, on his down, his downside of life. But I mean, I think that was the reason why he most probably wouldn't give it because where he was stripped and all that, and obviously what he's done. So I think that's the only belts he can win. Obviously, if AJ was still the champion and they were going to fight one another, those are the other belts that Tyson could win as well. But
AJ will want a piece of Fury when it comes to a point that Fury's been out the game for God knows how long, and it'll be a case of, right, this is my chance to take him because, this is my time to start a legacy. I don't want Tyson Fury to be like, yeah, okay, then I'll let you rule the roost now. No, it shouldn't be like that.
No, it shouldn't be.
Where's your credibility as a fighter? If you are a people's champion and you're a man of your word, then, which he's said numerous times that he is a man of his word and he will always stand by what he said, then do what's right. Don't face him. At the end of the day, he's give him enough chances to want to come up against him. He's thrown contracts upon contracts in front of him, and it's just, they've not agreed to it. So, tomato, you snooze, you lose at the end of the day. I think if this is Fury's actual final bout, then you know what? Fair play. We have just seen the last fight of one of the greatest heavyweight champions in boxing history of recent times.
Yeah.
Would you go that far?
Yeah.
Definitely. So I mean, it's like what Dan said earlier in the stream. I mean, despite obviously what he done and all that, I mean, not a lot of people gets a second chance. And Tyson Fury's done that, and he's worked hard. He's trained. He goes to the gym. All this good stuff that he does now, and he's brought that. A part of that he's brought into the ring himself as well. So I mean, fair play to him. I mean, for being the champion in that. I mean, we can always go back to the fight that would never be, and it most probably would never be. But
why have you done that? Sorry, Kate. She's being crude.
Well, I'm just gonna. I mean, how would you compare, say, Tyson Fury to Muhammad Ali or to Mike Tyson?
Well, one floats like a butterfly, the other one stings like a bee.
Serious question. I mean, I would say Muhammad Ali was an all-round better boxer than Tyson Fury.
Yeah, but back in the day, I would say that it was a point of, at that time, it was all about the boxing and stuff. It probably wasn't as like fast-paced as it is now. It was probably a lot more slowed down. Slowed down.
Muhammad Ali moved around that ring a lot quicker than those two put together tonight.
Trouble is, though, I think going back years ago, it was obviously different. I mean, obviously the game has changed now. I mean, because you always had boxers, didn't you? I mean, obviously after a fight, they've had lots of them have had brain damage. Some of them have even died after the game. That's what they've looked into the content now, and I feel like it's all to do with the I think they changed the style of the glove and the amount of tape that they've got around their hands as well. That's the main thing about it. But you've got to respect that. I know what Chris is saying. I mean, like the man, because he was floating around that ring, God knows how many times, wasn't he, Muhammad Ali? That.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyson Fury. You talk about Mike Tyson, and I watched the documentary. Tyson Fury was actually named after Mike Tyson. He said his dad named him after Mike Tyson. So it was then he became his hero. Obviously, Tyson Fury was watching a lot of fights from Mike Tyson. He then become Tyson Fury's hero, and then because they've had an interview together, they've spoken together and they've met one another as well.
Yeah, I remember that interview. There was one with Muhammad Ali and Mark Tyson, and they were both sat there. And I think the host said, "Would you beat this man in a boxing match?" He said, "Listen, he's obviously not. He wouldn't be in a boxing ring now anyway, due to like with his age and stuff." He said, "But what?" He said, "Why would I even want to step into a ring with one of the most dangerous men in boxing?"
Yeah.
So, it's about having that level of respect for each other as well. I think you've got to look over certain decades. When you look back now, you'll say that there was the likes of, Mark Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Tyson Fury. It's almost like when what's it called? What's that program called that Les Dennis used to have?
Family Fortunes.
Family Fortune. A bit like that. You know how they usually send people out into the public and they'll give an answer? But like you'd probably mention, Tyson Fury would be up there amongst the answers of, Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali. So
10 world's best boxers, you've got. Yeah. I mean, you look at another one, is a different weight. But look at that in from Wales, that Joe Carzaghi. He never lost a game. He retired at 36, I think it was. He was 36. He said, "I've never lost a game." He said, "I've got my money. I've earned my money." He said, "And this is going to be my last match." But at the end of the day, I think he retired at the right age. I mean, I think Tyson Fury can go on like that at 36. I mean, what's Tyson Fury now? 33? 30, almost 34?
Yeah, he's only 2 years older than me.
Tyson Fury's 33. White is 34.
Yeah. So there you go, and you compare the two boxers. Like, I know there's a year in difference between them. They were both roughly the same height, roughly the same weight, and it's like tonight. You look how Tyson Fury done it. I think he knew he could. I think he's good at reading people's eyes. And the movement of their bodies as well. Because I said White was too heavy on his feet, and he wasn't getting. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you look at the number of punches he had in that round, and the number of punches he had to the number of punches he connected with. It was nowhere near as Tyson Fury's, because he was too heavy, and he was sluggish on his feet. He was just too heavy. There was Tyson Fury. He was floating around. This is what I said. You've got to be a little bit light on your feet as well. But
that's the best thing with Tyson Fury. He's got sort of everything. When it usually comes up at the start, doesn't it? It tells you each boxer has a certain stance, and you've got like southpaw and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Tyson Fury is like the most unorthodox boxer. You just don't know what you're going to get from one match to the other. Is he going to walk around the ring and be cuddling you for 12 rounds and try and win it on points, or is he going to take the match to you? I mean, the only difference, as you said, there wasn't much difference between the two fighters today, apart from probably Tyson Fury has a bit of a longer reach.
Yeah.
That's probably about it. But, Dillian Whyte was too busy. He's doing this like he's celebrating an Arsenal win. And to be honest, he's knackered himself out. To the point, he couldn't even stand up. He seems like he's, in fact, doing that most of the match. He might have actually been able to get up and look like he was still involved.
Yeah. I mean, look at the punches he was throwing. I mean, one of them, he didn't even connect. And he put everything in that one punch. Tyson's seen it move back, and he sort of he had to stop himself from stumbling. So that was what I mean. When you're boxing, and it don't seem long, but when you're in the ring fighting and you're doing 4 minutes for 4 minutes a round or 3 minutes a round for like 12 rounds, is a bloody long time. Do you know what I mean? So he basically white knackered himself out.
It's like when we played football as kids or Sunday league and stuff. You'd be blowing out your arse, and next minute like, "Ref, how long?" And it'd be like 6 minutes. And then you feel like you have to ask him again. And he's like, "Oh, still 4 minutes." And you're like, "Really? I feel like I've been going for that now." It's like that. It's very, very energetic, very fast paced. It might not look it because it looks like two blokes, dancing around a ring. But as you said, you've got to be light on your feet. You've got to manage your balance as well on that canvas, because it's not exactly the toughest of a thing. It's pretty much like walking around on a trampoline, isn't it? It's it can be difficult and knacker you out.
Yeah.
I'm just having a look here. I'm just having a look here at CBS Boxing, and they've had Fury literally won every round.
I thought that, I think he. Well, I could say out of the 6th round, Tyson Fury definitely won 5 of them, and I thought the other one could have been like a point, like a draw in one of the rounds.
Yeah,
I think that was around about the 3rd or 4th round. I thought it would have been a point from what I've seen, but yeah, I tell you what, he's still got it in his locker, and it's a shame to say that this is his last match, because I feel he can. I can understand why, but when you've watched the guy and you've watched documentaries of him and what he's been through, you like to see just that little bit more of that same person, and you do. And then, but he knows his time's up, and that's it. But
I'll never. In fact, Anthony, I'll never forget. Not long after that documentary came out on TV, I said to Kate, I said, "Well, if he lives in Morecambe, I said let's like have a drive over and let's just see if we can drive past or whatever."
Yeah.
So we pulled up. Obviously, it's during lockdown, and you could still travel around and stuff at that point. So we pulled up at Morecambe and thought, it's by the beach. You're going to be secluded in a certain area. Me, Kate, and the kids. So we pulled up at the end of his street, and I thought, right, I'm going to get out of the car and walk down the street and make it look like, I'm just sort of going to meet somebody. Yeah. As I walked down, his people carrier were there with like Tyson Fury on Larson's plate and stuff. And then I started like hearing a lot of people talking, and I thought, right, sort of like maybe just his sort of people or something like that. And then I thought, right, I'm gonna have to walk back to the car, so I pretend I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
So I pretended like I'm just having a conversation. Next minute, because he's quite tall, he's got garden wall and then like a little mini hedge above it and a little fence.
Yeah.
So next minute, you just see this guy come up to it, no t-shirt on, oof, and then he's just lifting these weights up. And he saw Burnley top and went, all right. I went, all right, Tyson. Literally bolted back to the car to Kate and said, he's just said all right to me and my arse fell out.
So when are you allowed to walk close to him again? I presume you're in banning order now. Did you used to do that for S Club 7 as well? Hi, Tina. I'm on the phone. But going back to what you were saying, Anthony, do you not think though it's better that these boxers go out when they're at the top?
Yeah.
How many come? I mean, what was that one we did the other day, Dan? Was that Amir Khan? I mean, how many comebacks has he had?
Oh, you know what? I watched that fight, and that fight was absolutely awful. Like what we was talking about. When people are good boxers, then they retire, they come back in the ring, they go, yes, I've been training, doing this and that. I've been taking different diets and God knows what else to improve my my fighting ability. No, it didn't work for Khan at all. And
it still didn't. It still didn't. He walked around London and he couldn't even beat 2 robbers up that stole his watch. Pussy.
Yeah. They're interviewing David Hay at the moment.
To be fair, it wasn't. Yeah, as Kate said, to be fair, it was at gunpoint.
I just think, like I say, you just
typical. He always has an excuse. It's like David Hay's always got an excuse.
Yes,
I say you see these boxers come back time and time again, and then they've hit the peak. I mean, didn't Lennox Lewis? I mean, he was a great boxer, Lennox Lewis.
Yeah,
he beat everybody around him. He was undisputed. He held it all, and didn't he try to make a comeback? I don't know if they actually ever went ahead or not. I don't remember hearing about it. But I just think it's obviously for the money. We know that, but
Ricky Hatton's got one coming up. Ricky Hatton's come out of retirement at 46-year-old for an exhibition match. What's the point?
Exactly.
These exhibition matches mean fuck all apart from a big purse for the big name, and that's it.
Yeah. Do you know what, Dan? I reckon that'd be what you just said, these exhibition fights and all of that, and whether each boxer gives a bit of money to charity and then and whatever money they got left over, they keep themselves. But you know what? I reckon that is when we'll see Tyson Fury fight Anthony Joshua, and it'd be an exhibition fight, and that'd be years down the line. It'd be called the fight we all wanted to see. It's going to be something like that in the pipeline, and that's what I reckon it will be. But unfortunately, it won't be for new belts. It'd just be a sparring session. In other words, that's what we call it. So,
aye. Well, guys, that's it. There's Lennox Lewis. My God, he's looking old now.
That's
He's more like Stevie Wonder now, doesn't he?
It's like Santa Claus, but white beard and everything. Guys, that lasted. That was over quicker than the Leicester Aston Villa game. Although that did feel like it had gone on for hours and hours.
At least we've got
hours.
one good result tonight, then, Chris.
Yeah, that was honestly.
Dan's just messaged me. He's just finally found the fight. He's actually into the second round now. He's just started.
I'm still watching Tommy Fury at 7:00.
He won as well. But right, Anthony, thanks so much for coming on, mate. It didn't go all the way, but tell people where they can find you again.
Okay, you can find me at Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter at my name, Anthony Herbert. You can find me on LTIDtv, United Football TV, and also you can find me on Dugout Daily. And also, you can find me on. Well, I might as well say Leicester Till I Die. It's the second time I've done a stream. So there may be a couple more streams going next season against the mighty Arsenal here. So we can't see Burnley. We can't see Burnley at all. So we don't know what's happening with them, not yet. But that's really fun.
I've got Dan booked in for doing my championship show next season, so he better go down. if he doesn't, I'm going to go and find somebody else.
Maybe I'll just come on and help Dan, because my team, Bristol City, are in the championship. So that'd be one good strip. We could do a watch along, Dan, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I like how
we're staying up.
Yeah, we could.
The thing is,
you got a good result today against Derby as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
But the fans of these big clubs have always got to have a little club that they follow, just in case the big one doesn't do very well. We noticed that. But anyway, Anthony, mate, thank you very much, and we will have banter again, no doubt, about Arsenal losing or Leicester losing or something like that. But take care and stay safe, buddy.
And you, mate. I'll see you, Dan.
All the best, Anthony.
Cheers. It was a long time coming, Brad, but yes, I did finally see a shot on target. Dan, where can people find you?
If I'm not on here saving Chris's channel as usual, being the face of the company, then you can find me on Morehouse TV, where
you're the face of the company. I'm lost, mate. I've gone.
Oh, I am a face for radio, Chris. A face only a mother could love, and even that's pushing it. You can find me at Turf Morehouse TV, and find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Everything but OnlyFans, as I say. So please do go on.
You keep saying that too often. I think you really deep down want to be on OnlyFans.
I'm plugging for a sponsor, Chris. I'm plugging for a sponsor.
Hang on, Tyson Fury's in the middle of the ring on a mobile phone. Honestly, you gotta love the guy. Dan, all the best, mate. You got a big game tomorrow against Southampton. Wolves tomorrow. Wolves. That's it. Could be interesting. I think Everton play well tomorrow, don't they? And I speak to you every day, so I'll probably speak to you tomorrow. But
no, you'll probably speak to me before. You'll probably speak to me before the night's out, reading me a bedtime story as you do every night, Dad. So
probably. Take care, buddy. All the best.
Take care. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Well, Tyson Fury, like I said, that was actually a lot more exciting than Leicester Aston Villa. It didn't go on for so long either. You've got to admire Tyson Fury. I don't care what you say. He deserved it. He deserved it. Anyway, guys, we are going to be back at 9:00 on Monday with the football review show. When we're looking back at all the week's football games. And Tuesday, we've got the Roma review. We're back to European football. And we've got the prediction show as well. I think I've got a night off on Wednesday. Yay! So I can maybe have an early night. Guys, thank you so much if you've been watching. Don't forget, Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube. Smash the likes. Hit that notification bell. But most of all, please, please, please subscribe. And sleep well. And I will see you Monday night. And if I just get the right video, I've got so many now, I can say good night. Don't do anything I wouldn't enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. 60 minutes of football fun and banter with Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV. Are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watch Along show. Don't forget to subscribe.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
That's all, folks.